Tell me what your day's like. Morning to night, what's your day like?
Yeah, so I try to wake up around like 7 a.m. Usually that's when I can get in touch with Hong Kong customers, European customers, and then I will come to the office around 9. Usually it's emails, WhatsApps, Instagrams from the night before. And then I also start going through the buy portal. So any watches that come through the buy portal, I start making offers on them. I get to the office, I go through kind of any open tickets from people who inquired from the kind of day before, night before. And then kind of just go about my daily process, right? Which is, monitor the chats, monitor, new people who are responding to me, offering me watches. I mean, it's a full day process. Like I just never stop working to the point where usually I'm up till sometimes like 11 o'clock midnight working, and I get up at 7 o'clock the next day. So that's usually how it is, especially now in the market where there's probably a lot more uncertainty. People have a lot more questions. Prices are more like all over the place than ever before. It's constant process of explaining and kind of coaching and trying to help customers make the best decision possible.
People reach out, hey, how much can you get me this watch for?
Yeah. They'll
send you, whether it's a reference number or an image.
Sure.
Somebody does that, first time client, never heard, they DM you on Instagram, you've never met them before, never spoken to them. How much can you get me this watch for? What's your process there? Yeah,
so in terms of like how much we can get it for, first I will go through kind of old customers that have reached out to me about wanting to sell that. Because if I can, rather than helping out a dealer, I'd rather help out a customer of Luxury Bazaars, right? That's my thought process, especially because, I maximize their value and it could lead to potential business in the future. That's my way of thinking. If I can't think of or find anything on that end, or no customer has one, then I'll reach out to kind of dealers or see what's in the pipeline of what might be coming in and go about the process of quoting that. For a source sale, it's very tough. You know what I mean? Like you're working on maybe a 5% margin. That's what people don't realize, right? So, let's say you offer it for a certain price, somebody else has it for slightly cheaper. It's not because I don't want to give you a better price. It's because I can't, you know what I mean? Like literally, I just can't get.
How do you deal with somebody that says, how much can you give me this for? And then 10 minutes later, how much can you give me this for? How much can you give me that one for? What's the best price you could do on this one? Where it's numerous requests from the same person without a single decision being made, like, okay, can you do this one for this much? Like something without like a buying, like.
You know what? So the thing is I will never discriminate against somebody asking me for a quote. Actually, the biggest sale I ever did here was 2 watches, a Rainbow Daytona and a Patek Philippe Aquanaut in rose gold. I sold both of them. I think the total was like $520,000 to a customer who had done exactly that on Instagram. I went back probably 6 months quoting him on watches like consistently, right? And eventually he ended up buying both those watches. The biggest sale I've ever had here at Luxury Bazaar was because I always stay true. Like whenever somebody inquires to me about something, I will always give them the time of day no matter what, right? Maybe they don't like my answer, but it's not like, again, it's never personal. That's just business or the market, or you know what I mean? That's just, there's nothing I can do or say. That's just what it is. But I will always give people the time of day. That's one thing that I will at the end of the day, I'm only as good as how I treat my customers or people who reach out to me. And that's why I always try to go above and beyond to provide people the best value possible.